So greetings from here on a fresh and rainy Monday morning, and a warm welcome to all of you and a good morning. And we are looking forward to another beautiful meditation session, and I thank you all for joining and for participating. So this week we will dedicate to the Vishuddhi chakra, while last week we have been focusing on the Ajna chakra. Let us go to the next chakra below and meditate and explore this chakra and the beautiful dimension of Sri Radha Krishna in the center, then Sri Vishnu Maya on the left Vishuddhi, and Yashoda Mata, the foster mother of Sri Krishna in the right Vishuddhi, but also Sri Krishna is the king, the divine diplomat, the conductor of the whole scenario of the Mahabharata and the Kurukshetra in his form as Sri Krishna with his consort Rukmini, or Sri Vitala Rukmini on the right Vishuddhi. So the Vishuddhi chakra, as a very general introduction, looks after our communication, it looks after our senses, our perception, it controls eyes, nose, tongue, through the Vishuddhi chakra we express ourselves. So it looks, the Vishuddhi chakra, through the Vishuddhi chakra we perceive the world and we express ourselves into the world. The Vishuddhi chakra gives us perception but also sensitivity, and later on, after realization, it also gives us the sensitivity on our hands and our fingers in order to feel this subtle body and be able to communicate and interact with it. It is also the chakra of collective consciousness. We become aware of our being part and parcel of the whole, and it is very beautiful, symbolized. Many of you will know the story that once Sri Krishna, as a baby, he was, as usual, stealing butter, and his mother Yashoda, she caught hold of him, and then she caught him, and she wanted to open his mouth and take the butter out, and then she saw in his throat the whole universe. So, and then she understood the divinity of Sri Krishna as the supreme collective being. So today we focus a little bit on the left Vishuddhi chakra, and the left Vishuddhi chakra is a very, very vital and important energy center, and it has a great impact on our personality and also how we express our personality to the outside world. This chakra is ruled by Sri Vishnu Maya, and Sri Vishnu Maya is a very beautiful entity. Those of you who know a little bit the story of Sri Krishna, you will know that it was prophesied to his parents, Devaki and Vasudev, on their marriage day, that the 8th child of Devaki will kill Kamsa, the then king and a very evil demon, Rakshasa king, who ruled over the land at that time. And then Kamsa, upon hearing this prophecy about his own death, wanted to kill Devaki, but then Vasudeva interfered and he said, "Please don't kill my wife. We give you every child that will come from us, and you can kill it, but please protect the life and spare the life of my wife." And so they were captured in a kind of a prison, and every child successively was given to Kamsa, and he killed it. And when Sri Krishna was about to be born, he was exchanged after his birth in the same night with the child of Nanda and Yashoda from Gokul. And next morning, when Kamsa came to see the newborn child and found out that it was a girl, he still took her and wanted to behead her. But he was about to do so, but then she dissolved into nothingness, took the form of a lightning and disappeared. And a voice was heard, and she herself announced to Kamsa that the 8th child is born, is present, and that he will fulfill the prophecy of killing him. So this is the first attribute of this chakra is announcement. The announcement of truth, the announcement of the incarnation of Shri Krishna. And that is also reflected on a human level as a quality of the Shri, of the left Vishuddhi chakra, the Vishnu Maya chakra, is that we get when this chakra is strong and when it is developed, we have the power to declare the truth. We have the power to stand by the truth. We have the power of courage. We have the power of exposing everything that is untrue, that is false, all kinds of false ideals, all kinds of false explanations, all kinds of artificial lifestyles, all kinds of artificial trends. Everything is exposed in front of this powerful chakra of Sri Vishnu Maya, who has the quality of keeping us in reality, taking us out of illusion, taking us out of every kind of falseness, taking us out of any kind of artificiality. A person with a strongly developed left Vishuddhi chakra is a no-nonsense person. He will not accept anything that is not the truth. He will not accept anything that is artificial, false, or has no meaning. So it is really the degree of the development of our left Vishuddhi chakra really makes a difference between an ordinary person who is just following the trend, who has no opinion, who abides by all kinds of impact from the outside world. He follows every fashion trend, he follows every marketing trend, he follows advertisement. He has basically no own opinion. But the person who has, and he will also, not only has he no own opinion, but he will also betray his own ideals in order to be part of a trend, in order to obey the group pressure or the peer pressure. Not so a person with a strong left Vishuddhi chakra. Such a person will never follow anything that is wrong. Such a person will always stand by the truth. Such a person is full of self-respect, full of confidence, full of courage, and would never betray his own ideals. This is also the chakra of chastity. Sri Vishnu Maya, later, after her disappearance, she incarnated as Draupadi and got married to the 5 Pandavas. And it was actually her who was the cause of the Kurukshetra, the great battle between the Kauravas and the Pandavas, because her chastity was humiliated. And so the true reason of the Kurukshetra war is the defending of the chastity of a woman. And a real woman will always put her chastity first, will always worship her chastity, will always respect her chastity, will never throw herself away. And that is a sign of a strong left Vishuddhi chakra. Such a person will stand by Dharma, such a person will stand by righteousness, and such a person will never be sarcastic also. Such a person will be humble, but very, very clear in the defending and upholding of his dharma and his ideal of truth. When this chakra is weak, then and it is weakened very much in the Western hemisphere, especially under the impact of the 3 religions of the Old Testament, where guilt is such an important factor, where sin is such an important factor, and where we grow up already with the heavy luggage of being guilty and being sinful. And that is having a strong negative impact on the left Vishuddhi, because when we carry this guilt in our lives, it is like sabotaging ourselves. It is like going against ourselves. It is like not allowing our own full personality to blossom and to express itself. There will always be the fear of guilt, and the fear of being criticized, the fear of being not good enough, the fear of being impure, the fear of being not accepted, not respected. This is the chakra where we have issues with minority, with feeling bad, with feeling insufficient. Maybe also because we have been criticized all our life. Maybe also we did not receive enough love when we grew up. Maybe because we were never accepted as who we are and how we were. And so on and so on. It's a very psychological chakra that is very much having an impact on the development and expression of our personality. Such a person who has a very bad left Vishuddhi will not openly express himself, but will always be kind of sly, will talk about behind the back of others, will be rather manipulative, but in the end will not have the courage to stand up and express his own opinion, stand up, express himself, and take his place in the world. He will always kind of play games, be manipulative, be behind somebody, but not openly present himself. Also, when it comes to a moment of truth, he will escape. He will not. He will kind of. It's a very typical story. You remember that Petrus betrayed Lord Jesus Christ 3 times, and whenever he was asked, "Do you know this person? Do you have anything to do with this person?" he would always deny his association with Lord Jesus Christ, which is a typical sign of somebody who has a weak left Vishuddhi and who is not able to stand by the truth, who is not able to stand by his own ideals. So this is a very, very wide subject, and one could be discussing this and talking about this forever, because it has such a multifolded impact on us individually, on our relationships, but also on the whole Western society, on the whole Western mindset. It has a tremendous impact, and we can see the consequences of a weak left Vishuddhi in so many areas of our life, in so many areas of society. And it is very worthwhile reflecting about it, understanding it, and correcting it. And in Sahaja Yoga, after self-realization, when we feel the condition of our chakras on our central nervous system, most of us will realize that we are catching on left Vishuddhi, and then there is the treatment of cleansing it with fire, with the arti of light and fire, with the candle. We can take out the negativity and gradually cleanse this chakra and develop a more healthy personality. It is also the chakra of the brother-sister relationship, the healthy relationship between man and woman who are not married. And this is a very important aspect of a person that is full of self-respect, that has a strong left Vishuddhi. Such a person will never be cheap, will never be flirtish, will never give herself away, will always defend his or her own chastity, her own purity, because she or he has a full knowledge of his or her own value. And such a person has a full knowledge also of the importance of upholding that chastity, of upholding dharma, and having self-respect and having a sense of value. A person with a weak left Vishuddhi instead, on the opposite, will be flirtish, will be cheap, will be giving in to any kind of impure relationships out of a lack of self-respect, just in order to get some feedback, some confirmation, some acknowledgement, or some short moment of love and affection, but trading away his own sense of value and self-respect. All right, so this is a short introduction. When we catch on left Vishuddhi, we feel it on the left index finger, and while the right index finger would signify a catch on the right Vishuddhi, and both index fingers would hint that we have a blockage on the central Vishuddhi chakra. So, as a Sahaja Yogi and as somebody who is walking on the spiritual path, not only do we want to experience meditation, not only do we want to experience the oneness with the divine and the experience of our Atma and self, but also we want to develop as a person. We want to become complete human beings, and the cleansing and the clearing of this left Vishuddhi chakra, and the development of self-respect, of courage, of confidence, of non-compromising with our own truth, with our own knowledge, with our own experienced divinity and the reality of Sahaja Yoga. This is a very important aspect. So we can now put this into a meditation, and I will also recite some English translations of the names of Sri Vishnu Maya in order to have more understanding of her quality, her significance, her nature, and her personality within us once she expresses herself in our left Vishuddhi. All right. So, as usual, let us start our meditation with raising our Kundalini and giving ourselves a birth. Slowly, with attention, with awareness. Please let us close our eyes. Bring our attention up to the top of our head. So we can take our right hand on our left Vishuddhi. We can turn our head to the right, make some space between head and shoulder, and then gently, comfortably place our right hand on that spot and keep our eyes closed. And I'm going to recite some English names so that we become more aware of that archetypical entity or power or personality within us in our left Vishuddhi. So you are the one who dwells in the lotus of the Vishuddhi chakra. You are the one who was born to the cowherd Nanda and Yashoda. And you are the one who was born at the same time as Shri Krishna. You are the sister of Shri Krishna as the Maya Shakti. You were the one who declared the advent of Shri Krishna. You are the one who gives chastity, the foundation of all dharmas. You are the one who integrates heart and brain. You are the one who bestows pure speech. You are the one who empowers prayer and mantra. You are without ego. You are the bestower of true humility. You are the bestower of faith and confidence. You are the keeper of reality. You are the one who exposes negativity. You are the one who exposes false sophistication. You are the power of a sister. You make us part and parcel of the whole. You remove our self-doubt. You expose artificiality and false explanations. Your root is in our heart. You are the bestower of courage. You are the power of a true woman. You are the giver of joy. You clear the path for self-realization. You do not tolerate sarcasm. You are the one who speaks the truth and purifies the ether. You are the power of womanhood. You are the one who sacrificed yourself in order to announce the birth of Shri Krishna. You are the goddess in the left Vishuddhi, and you are spotless and unblemished. So we can take back the right hand and place it on the leg. And let us understand that this is not a foreign entity or an external entity. This is who we are in the left Vishuddhi once this chakra has fully opened and blossomed. The affirmation for this chakra, as we have already practiced in previous sessions, is I am not guilty. I am not guilty. If I have done something wrong, I look at it, I take responsibility for it, I correct it, and I will not do it again. But guilt is an escape, is self-pity, making ourselves small. going against our own nature, blaming ourselves, discrediting ourselves, criticizing ourselves, becoming our own enemy. So it is very important to get out of this loop, realize the mechanism, purify the chakra, and get out of this influence of guilt. Instead, assume the beauty and glory of our personality. Have self-respect. Appreciate the value of your own being. Defend your truth. Defend your dharma, your purity, your innocence. No compromise with negativity, no compromise with falseness, no compromise with artificiality. All right, so we can open our eyes again. You see, Sahaja Yoga is not only meditation, is not only the journey within, the journey to the self, but it is also the purifying of our personality, the growing of our personality, the liberation from all the various negative impacts on our being that keep us from growing, that keep us from blossoming, that keep us from assuming the beauty of our being and the beauty of our personality. And guilt is something that is a very heavy burden to carry, and it will always keep us from becoming, it will keep us from evolving, it will keep us from unfolding and manifesting ourselves. So it is important to remove that impact, to come free from that and express ourselves without fear, also without sarcasm, without artificiality, without falseness, standing by truth, standing by purity, standing by self-respect and valuing of who we are. So with these words, Thank you very much for joining as usual. It's a beautiful journey which we are making here together. I really hope that whatever we do here together reaches you, reaches your hearts and your minds, and can inspire you and perhaps make an impact on your life. So thank you very much, all of you. Please be safe and have a wonderful week. And we meet again Wednesday morning as usual. Stay safe. Namaste.